So this is just a quick update post-surgery. I went in around 3 p.m. and now it's almost 7:30. Everything went well. No major pain. I'm obviously on pain meds, but scratchy throat feels like a frog at the bottom of my throat, and then sort of stiffness at the base of my neck. Just got to speak to the anesthetist as well as the surgeon, and everything went well. So yeah, I will update further, but so far so good. Awesome. Cheers.
Sure, so here we are. It is exactly 24 hours after they started operating on me, and I just got back home now. I had pretty much the half of the day yesterday to kind of get mentally prepared, and then I got to the hospital at 12 and I got admitted, and then I pretty much waited around till 3. That's when they rolled me to surgery, and it is just 3:15 now, the following day. So from when I got to surgery to getting back home, it's been 24 hours, and here's my plaster. This is absolutely unbelievable to have this type of surgery and be back home already. But yeah, it went well. So far so good. I haven't really had that much for the pain today because I just haven't been in that much pain. Definitely sore throat. It's like there's a frog in my throat when I swallow. Back of the neck, not that bad actually, I must say. Not that bad at all. I can feel a bit of pain from the incision and mostly the throat. And I've got mobility. I've been moving my head in the hospital. The physio told me not to move it up too far, too soon. But yeah, it is really amazing that they can do a surgery like this. I don't feel any more pain, no nerve pain in my neck, no nerve pain in my shoulder, no pain in my arm. I didn't have any pain in my arm afterwards. I just had back of neck pain and then throat pain when I got out of theatre. I was definitely anxious leading up to the surgery, but I was relaxed by the time I went in, and they didn't give me anything for nerves. They didn't even offer me anything. They rolled me up into surgery, and the surgeon came to speak to me briefly. I had these wristbands on my wrist with my name and my doctor's name and the medication that I'm allergic to, and I was so worried that he might do the fusion and not the disc replacement. So when the surgeon came to speak to me, I just double checked with him and I said, "You're doing the disc replacement, right?" He's like, "Yeah." And he asked me how I'm doing, and yeah, it was quite cool that we actually had that little moment before. And then the anesthetist came to speak to me, and she was a lovely lady, and she reassured me that she had worked with the surgeon for almost her entire career and that he's one of the best. She just spoke to me about what she was going to do, and how she was going to put me under for the surgery. And she said because I'm still so young, she was going to sort of start putting me under outside and then roll me in, and then I could still move myself onto the operating table. So I saw the whole operating room and the lights and everything, and yeah, but at that stage I just was ready for it. I was so ready to just get it over and done with. And then next thing I remember was waking up, and yeah, it's pretty blurry. Waking up was pretty blurry. I can't even remember that I woke up in the recovery room, but I obviously must have been in the recovery room. And yeah, I had a really nice bandage on. They put this one on before I left the hospital, but the one they put on after the surgery was a more padded one, a bigger one, which I slept with last night. And yeah, my night wasn't that great. Everything was fine. I was actually feeling really good. They were giving me paracetamol and antibiotics over the IV over here. And also I asked the nurse for something to help me sleep, which she gave me a tablet, which I took. And then she also gave me something for anti-nausea, but only later, because I came out of surgery, was actually feeling fine, was obviously getting pain meds and was still waking up properly, and 3 of my family members were there, which was really, really special. It was great having them there after the surgery. They forgot to bring me my supper because I think it was after the supper time, and then one of my family members asked about my meal, and then they brought me something, but they brought me like a lasagna bolognese with mincemeat, and I'm vegetarian, so I actually just ate a little bit of that because I wanted to eat something, and I ate the butternut and the peas. But then luckily Laura, my wife, she was amazing. She brought smoothies along, so I had a mango and a berry smoothie, and it was nice and cold, and those I could drink. That was the evening, and I felt really good. And then my family left, and I was just relaxing. And as I said, I asked the nurse to give me a sleeping tablet or something to help me sleep. And I was still watching an episode of Prison Break on my phone. And then I just started feeling a little bit off. And then I told the nurse that I'm not feeling well. And then I asked her to get me sort of a bowl or something in case I have to throw up. And I did then. At 11 I did throw up, and that caused a bit of worry. I wasn't feeling too great. And then from 11 till 12:30 I just sat in my bed and was awake because I didn't want to really go to sleep if I was maybe going to throw up again. But luckily I didn't. And then after about 12:30 I did manage to sleep a bit till 4, I think, but I didn't manage to sleep that much, unfortunately. But it was fine. I wasn't in pain or anything. I was just relaxing and resting and enjoying the peace and quiet of the hospital in the middle of the night. So the night did go well. And then today I was there for most of the day really. But the surgeon came to see me in the morning, as well as the anaesthetist, and that was all fine. And he just told me that I should go and have an x-ray taken, and that someone from the x-ray department would come and get me. And that took pretty much half the day for someone to come pick me up. Like, no one ever showed up, and I kept reminding the nurses, and right at the end the surgeon came again at sort of 2 p.m. and he was asking where the x-ray was, and it hadn't been taken yet because they hadn't picked me up. So then he gave instructions for them to, change my plaster, take out the IV, and then for someone to still take me to the x-ray department. And that all happened, had the x-ray taken, and I still had a chat to the surgeon, and then I was discharged, and now I'm home. And this speaking too much definitely causes a little bit of pain, but I'm generally feeling really good. They didn't send me home with any major painkillers because I said that they might make me vomit, which I'm not keen on. Plus I do actually have those opioid painkillers still that made me vomit last time, so I can always use those if I really want to, if I'm keen on a bit of pain relief and vomiting. But otherwise I'll just go with paracetamol and codeine and ibuprofen, probably something that just helps me sleep. But I am absolutely amazed. What an elegant surgery. Like, I cannot actually believe this, that they can access my cervical spine through my neck. And the surgeon told me the incision isn't very big. I'll obviously see it eventually when I take the plaster off, but he said I can shower. He said 3 weeks I should just, take it easy and let all the niggles sort of resolve themselves, and then he says I should continue with my life. And whereas the physio said I should take 6 weeks and be a bit more careful. So that's pretty much it. That wraps up the surgery, and this is my 24-hour after surgery update. So I'll keep recording some updates as I recover. I definitely am glad that I did the surgery right now, and obviously I'm so far so good. I'm assuming I'm going to make a good recovery, and then definitely I'm not going to miss all this pain that I had in my neck and in my arm and everything. So, and the surgeon also said it's sort of just, it's difficult making that decision, but then once you've made the decision and the surgery goes well and you can start recovering, then you're golden. Awesome, that's it. I'm Sean Toomey, wishing you an awesome day, and I'll chat to you soon. Cheers.